Hey everyone, my name is Derek Henry, and in this week's video blog, we're going to talk about doing things continuously or a little bit at a time. Now, the opposite of that is to batch task things and just wait until a certain point and then attack them because you get economies of scale. Both approaches can work. It really depends on what you're doing. In fact, you can even have a hybrid of those two. So we'll kind of touch on all three, when to use them, what the benefits are. Now, in the screenshots you're seeing here, we're going to use a lot of laundry examples, and this is something that I've discussed with my kids. You know, everybody hates laundry. My kids have a particular hatred for it because they groan more than anything when it's time to do laundry, for whatever reason. Now, one of the things that they hate doing is going and getting all the hangers out of the closet because it takes them a while, just like a lot of the steps of laundry. Now, one of is pretty prudent in this. You can kind of tell which one. Every time they take a piece of clothing off of a hanger, they put it off to the side. And then when it's time to gather them all, it's just, hey, pick them up, take them in there, and we're good. Now, the other one likes to just take the clothes off and wait till later to organize them. Which approach do you like to take? Well, it takes almost no time to, when you get it off the hanger, put it off to the side. Almost no time. If you wait, it's going to take several more seconds to move them all around, find them, and then bring them into the laundry room. And you might be in the middle of something, you might have to stop. Frustrating, right? What if we all took that approach with other things that we do in life? Chores, or even for work, all kinds of tasks. A lot of times there's a lot of benefit to it. But the first benefit is that it's just, you're kind of always ready, right? If you put these things to the side, at any point in time, you can move them and go. Or if you were talking about doing chores, if you wait till the end, it just becomes very frustrating and daunting to do, 5 hours worth of chores. What if you break that down over the course of the week or the month? With laundry in particular, you wouldn't wait till the end of the month to do that. You'd probably run out of clothes or at least the necessities and, choose to either wear dirty clothes or scramble through doing laundry for an entire weekend. Nobody wants to do that. Now, a lot of my background has been in accounting where so many teams will wait till the very end of the month to do all the accounting stuff, the journal entries, the reconciliations, the reporting, etc. Now, some of those things can't really be done throughout the month, but a lot of them can. If there's a transaction that happens, you can go ahead and support that in whatever you're doing, make sure that it's got documentation behind it, and then move on to the next thing, especially with things that are so high volume like bank reconciliations or intercompany, or when you're processing invoices, payments, or from customers or to vendors. A lot of times you can break those things down and do them a little bit at a time. If not every single day, then every other day, rather than once a month or even once a week. By doing that, you're breaking it down, you're taking a lot of activity that happens in a short time, you're smoothing it out, there's less overtime, and you're able to deal with issues. If you have an issue on day 1 or 2 and you wait till the end of the month to address it, it's going to take you 10 times longer to figure it out or find the person who might know what to do. So breaking things down often has a lot of benefit, but there are some benefits to batching things. Let's say you're going to do some cooking and you want to make a casserole. Well, is it quicker to make that one casserole once a day, or is it quicker to make 5 or 6 in one setting, maybe on a Sunday, and just heat it up each day? The right reason to batch things is when there's a lot of setup time, a lot of tear down or cleanup time, or when there's a lot of mental shifting happening. So casserole is a great example. That's one thing that we often do is on a Sunday, we'll make 3 or 4 different things and we'll make several batches of them and either freeze the extras or trade them with friends. It's a lot more efficient when you do scale like that because you can get all the ingredients you want right now. Don't have to go to the store every single day. You get some savings on buying in bulk that way usually. And then when it comes time to clean up, you're not cleaning up all these pots and pans and silverware and whatever every single time. You're doing it just once. And that's a lot easier to manage, right? So sometimes batching works really well when there is setup time, when there's tear down time, and when you have to mentally shift. Like at work, when you have to go back and forth between all these different things, that's really frustrating. And when you kind of combine similar tasks, so your mind doesn't have to shift quite as much, it works really well. Now, the best of both is when you're kind of doing small batches. Like, let's go back to laundry. You probably wouldn't wash one sock. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That's a waste of water, waste of time, waste of energy, and whatever. So you probably wait until you have enough that you need to wash and then do it. Right, that's the way a lot of people like to attack it. Or maybe wait till you have enough of the lights and the darks and the the whites and all the different things. Whatever it is that you're doing. Maybe you do towels once a week. Whatever. Kind of a hybrid to that is the way that we attack dishes. We run the dishwasher almost every single day, and it's not always full, but you only have so many plates in case there's a lot of people that come over. The other thing is about building routine. So our kids help out with that. Well, if they know that they always have to do the dishwasher first thing in the morning or right after school or right before bed or whatever, they get used to it. So even if it's not completely full, at least they can get it done, because if they've got an activity the next day, well, it might be a struggle to wait until it's full. So it's about being ready, it's about saving time, it's about not having to struggle with it. And if you're combining two approaches, you're doing small batches, maybe every single day. When you look at the tasks that you're doing, consider both of these approaches, combining them a little bit, and you're just always ready. So hopefully you found that helpful. Laundry is always a great analogy to use with stuff like this because everybody does laundry, I hope. So if you found this helpful, please like, comment, share with your friends. Any thoughts, the way that you like to do things, love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching and have a fabulous rest of your day.